Hey everyone! I decided to continue with Aqours, so Yo is next in my lineup. She has some good costumes, but I have to admit that I am somewhat disappointed that they never gave Yo a really cool costume. I'm talking about something like the Pioneering a New World costume set, a Powerful Rock Girls costume set, or the Fierce Flash Lightning Girls costume set. I feel like Yo got a ton of cute costumes in this game, so I wish they would have given her one that was at the other end of the spectrum. I will also say that I wish they would have branched out more color-wise with her. Most of her costumes are blue with the occasional pink outfit, and then she has one red outfit and two more colorful outfits. And while she obviously looks great in blue, and everybody who knows my channel knows that I'm a huge proponent of image colors, I wish they would have given Yo some purple or yellow or green outfits too. But having said all that, Yo really does have a lot of great costumes. I've included all of her recolors here as well. Her Fez one does not have a recolor, and Yo also never received a Spotlight UR with a recolor, so keep that in mind as we proceed. Magical Cheer. This is Yo's Fez 3 and my least favorite Yo costume in the game. It really does feel like a ripoff of Kasumi's Magical Fever costume. For me personally, there are so many similarities between the two costumes that it felt like Yo's had already been done. Overall, I found this to be a little disappointing for Yo's only wing UR. Rabbit in Wonderland Pink recolor. This is the recolor of Yo's initial UR. Unfortunately, a lot of the initial recolors have not aged well. You can tell that the staff was still experimenting with how best to recolor a lot of the costumes when they made these. A Cute Dream Wonderland. This outfit just feels very forgettable to me. I honestly don't have much to say about it, except that I think it would have been better if it had gone to someone else. Welcome to the World of Toys. I know this costume is usually pretty low on people's lists, and you can tell that it's an older costume, but I don't think that it's too bad. It does get points for at least being something other than blue or just pink. Santa Girl is Coming to Town. This is one of my least favorite Christmas URs, and I like everything about her costume except for the one-shouldered cape. If I could take the cape off, this would shoot up my list. Yo looks great in red. Cheerful Girl Blue recolor. This is Yo's Party recolor. I am giving this a lower rank because I think this is one of the laziest recolors in the game. Yo's party costume is already mostly blue, so they just made it all blue. They really should have gone with a different color, like yellow or purple, to help make it stand out from the original. Rabbit in Wonderland. This is Yo's initial UR. I find this costume to be a somewhat strange choice for Yo's initial costume, but it's better than some of the others. I like the purple touches here and there, and this remains Yo's only animal costume in the game, so I like it for that purpose too. Magical Cheer Blue recolor. Yo's Fez 3 recolor. I like this better than the original, but it's still just an okay costume to me. Maybe if it had been a different color other than blue, I would have liked it a bit more, as that would have made it stand out more. An Elegant Banquet Pink recolor. This is Yo's Fez 2 recolor. This would have been higher on my list if the recolor had been anything other than pink. But as it stands, it's a nice elegant costume for Yo, and I like the ombre effect on the dress. Cheerful Girl. This is Yo's Party UR. I think this costume strikes a decent balance between cool and cute for Yo. I'm not a huge fan of the orange and blue together, but if you like that color combination, then this is a pretty good outfit for her. Dream Utopia. Though it's not the cool costume I had hoped for Yo's final UR, I do like this UR. It's a good cross between cute and elegant. Unfortunately, my chances of pulling it are pretty low, which is a shame because I'd really like to see what it looks like in motion. An Elegant Banquet. This is Yo's Fez 2 UR. My second favorite of Yo's limited URs. All I can say is I remember how insane the Yo fans went when this card was released, and I like it better in motion than I do in the card art. Snow Crystal. For a long time this was my only Yo UR, so I got really tired of this costume, but now that I have more cards, I like it better. The decorations are just enough, and her sleeves are pretty. I also like the ribbons that trail out behind her when she dances. Luminous Night. I remember being surprised that Yo was getting another holiday-themed UR, but I like this costume better than her Santa one. The combination of pale pink and pale blue is pretty. All the decorations are a lot, but they're not too much. Royal Night Pool. Normally I'm not a huge fan of swimsuit costume, but I think this one is really well done. It doesn't cross the line into being too sexy, and it actually looks like a costume that they might wear on stage. I like the skirt and I like how they've done her hair, and even though you can't see them in this picture, her shoes are really cute too. Summer on Stage. This is Yo's only somewhat cool costume in the whole game. I think it's a great look for her. I do think they could have added more elements to make it a little bit cooler, but it was a breath of fresh air. A Moment on a Spring Evening. This costume gets high points for me just because it's one of the few where Yo isn't in just blue or pink. I think the green and yellow is a really nice touch, and I am also super happy she got a kimono before the end of the game. Miracle Voyage. I coveted this UR for a long time before I actually got it. It's the closest to an actual sailor uniform that Yo gets, so I think it's a perfect look for her. It's also a perfect fit for her newest solo song. Splash Marine. Yo's Fez 1 remains my favorite costume for her to this day. I feel like this costume is just so perfectly Yo. I do wish that it had come with a recolor. That's really my only disappointment with it. A purple recolor would have looked amazing. Unfortunately, Yo's Fez 1 was released before they started doing recolors for limited cards. Anyway, that's it for my ranking of Yo's URs. Let me know what your ranking would be in a comment. Thanks, guys!